Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video where we are talking about summer 24 fashion trends. I've selected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10 trends that I've been seeing on fashion websites, other fashion YouTubers, scrolling online, looking at online catalogs, just things that I'm really starting to notice, and also some things that other people have really started to notice as well. And I'm gonna tell you what I think about them. I'll show you some examples and it'll be a good time. So I've made my little list in this very cute notebook. So I'm just gonna go in the order that I wrote them. So the first one is all white, and I love this. I especially love it in the way that it was done by Sportsmax for their Spring Summer 2024 fashion show. There were just so many different hues of white. Like there was very pale aquas and very pale beiges, and they were combined with this crispy white, and it looked so ethereal to me and so cool and somehow also futuristic. And I love that vibe. And I think I have some clothes that I can really replicate that vibe as well. I have these pants. They're from Nike and they're called Sea Glass, which is sort of an off-white but with a very, very light aqua undertone. And I just think they are so cool. And I usually combine them with slightly darker things or more colorful items. But now I'm starting to think that maybe it would look really nice with a tank top, white tank top, and some white sneakers as well, and a white bag. I mean, that would be the look for everyday wear. Maybe I'll do a video where I'm actually styling these 10 trends as well. Now I'm just showing you examples of other people. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And it's not just Sportsmax. I've seen it on other people's trends list as well. I've seen it on, I think, Vogue or Elle. And also, it's kind of a seasonal thing. I believe all white parties are a thing. I've never been to one, but I've heard people talk about them. So maybe it's just a cyclical trend. But anyway, I love it, and I think you should definitely go for it. And then another color that I'd like to mention is chocolate brown, which I specifically heard Odd by Monica talk about this in a whole separate video. But then afterwards, I started seeing more people talk about this and buying more clothes in this color. And I think it's so fascinating because why not? Why not? I think I don't own many things in that color, and I actually think it's a very forgiving color that still adds a lot of depth, but it's not black and it's not as boring. And I love an all black look, but I think there's something about an all chocolate look as well. And chocolate, of course, combines with a lot of colors because it is a shade of brown, and brown pretty much combines with everything. So I do actually have a pair of chocolate brown ballet flats that I actually hardly ever style because of the color. So now I'm getting a lot of inspiration to style them in different ways. And actually, yesterday I was with my friends, and my friend had a t-shirt on, just a regular t-shirt, but it was this beautiful shade of brown, and he looked really good in it. And I didn't really say anything about it because I figured for him it's probably just a t-shirt. Now I'm starting to think maybe he hopped on this trend specifically because he knew that it would look good. So I think if you're a little bit bored of black, I know a lot of people buy a lot of black, maybe switch it up and do some chocolate brown. So the next one is more of a lifestyle trend. Lifestyle, I don't know. It's a bigger trend. So it's the trend of personalizing your clothes. And I love this. I love seeing people do thrift flips. I love seeing bag charms, keychains, all that kind of stuff. I personally don't do that much with it. I do have some plans to cross stitch some flowers on a collar of a white shirt, but I have that plan for a while now. And also, I do love the idea of personalizing your clothes, but I also kind of like leaving them intact. So this is more of a trend that I appreciate on other people. And also, I love watching videos regarding this. I really like the ones of Kathleen Illustrated. I'll try to link these people that I mentioned below. She does really interesting thrift flips. It's just, yeah, I just haven't started doing that, but I don't really see why I wouldn't. And then there's one specific sub trend within this category that I want to mention, which is the addition of badges to pretty much anything. And I feel a little bit more negative about that one. First of all, after you take off all the badges of your bags and your shorts and whatever it is, you're left with a lot of holes and they might be irreparable. Yeah, it takes a little bit away of the original item. I do think it works really well when you have sort of loosely knitted items that don't leave marks whenever you pin something. I think that could work. But then again, I hardly ever do that. I have a beautiful hair pin that I got, hair as in HARE, that I got from a friend at Bridge Club. And I love wearing that one, but I really have to put my mind towards it to do that. Do I not like accessorizing? I wonder if that's just it. Maybe I'm not as maximalist as I give myself credit for. Okay, let's move on to a silhouette. So I've been seeing, it's been a while now, but I've been seeing a lot about a bubble hem, specifically on skirts, but also on shorts. And I love this so much. I actually already own 3 bubble hem pieces, one white dress, one white skirt, and one gray skirt. And I love them. And I don't think anyone else in my area, like my neighborhood, likes them. My boyfriend hates them. I think I haven't even dared to wear them to my parents because I'm afraid of diaper comments, which are to be expected when you're wearing a white bubble skirt. But I just love the princessy vibe that it gives me. If I wear it with a slightly tighter thing on top, maybe a sort of corset style top and some sneakers and all pastel colors, like I wore it to a festival recently, I want to skip all day. I'm so happy. And I didn't know that this silhouette would make me feel so happy, but I'm so glad that I just tried it once. And now I feel like this will be a staple for me forever. I think it is quite a trendy item. So if you're really sticking to trends, maybe don't spend too much on it because it's already been around for more than a year. So I feel like it's on its way out. But at this point, it's really strong. I also see a lot of sites sell items in this silhouette. For instance, on ASOS, I think like a quarter of the skirts is a bubble hem right now. So I think that's very meaningful as well. That's of course the clothing that people are actually going to wear. Yeah, they sell good. The second silhouette type of thing that I want to mention is the drop waist, which is often combined with a short bubble hem. And while I think this looks really cool on a lot of people, especially people that are a little bit more straight in figure, not necessarily skinny or anything, just a little bit more straight, I think it does look really cool. I even like the more 80s vibe with some poofy sleeves and the V line in the drop waist. I think that can look really cute. It's just, I don't think it's for me. I have sort of a situation where I have hips first and then they go inwards a little bit and then I have my legs. And it creates a very strong cutoff point underneath my hips, where then again it really goes out. It just doesn't look very flattering on me, and I know that's not the most important thing. Probably the bubble skirt isn't the most flattering thing on me as well, but that does make me feel good. And the low waist, or the drop waist, I mean, doesn't make me feel very good. And I've also not seen it in real life. I've only seen this online and on people that can pull it off. So I'm not really sure about this one, but I do think it's a very interesting trend. I do see more 80s revival in general. If I'm thinking about Chanel Cruise, for instance, this year, it was very 80s inspired. And I do love a good leg warmer, a leotard, some neons. I think I like all of that. I don't know, the drop waist just isn't for me. Next thing I want to talk about is tennis core or sportswear. I like elements of this. I like a white pleated skirt. I like an all white look in general, as I mentioned earlier. I love a good middle high white sock with a crisp white sneaker. I love that a lot. And yeah, I will be doing that all summer, like I've been doing for the past couple of summers. I wear that combination of shoe, footwear with anything, and I'll definitely keep on doing that. I don't think, oh, my earring is coming off. I don't think I really love a polo shirt. Doesn't do much for me. I also don't really love it on other people. I also kind of like preppy, but this kind of preppy, it just gives me middle-aged man. And I do like the whole tennis core vibe. Actually, there is one exception. I like the dresses, the tennis dresses that have the cutouts here and then just a little bit of color. I think that's kind of cute, but it has to be sort of high on the neck. I don't love it when there's also a deep V, which is the case with a lot of polo shirts. I guess I just don't really like the silhouette. I don't know where it's coming from. But I do love a good cosplay moment. So I love it when I go outside and I look like I could just run off the court and or run on the court and go hit a ball. I like that. And I like it when other people do it as well. Okay, moving on to one that I do really love. So I have one specific item that I want to mention that I think is booming right now, which are the Gucci platforms. And I know I talk a little bit more about luxury brands, but just that's more because of the style. I don't necessarily buy anything from them, but these platforms are everywhere. I've seen them on Out by Monica, on Karen Britchick. I've seen them in general a lot. Whenever the fashion show first came out, it's spring summer 24 from Gucci, I already noticed the shoes. They're just so cool. And especially with the more minimalist outfits with the tiny shorts and the tank tops, I just think such a big platform but still such a classic silhouette just looks really cool. And I don't really like loafers. It's in that boat shoe area of fashion for me. There's something about these. I just think it's the platform. I love a good platform. So I'm all in for these. If they ever make a dupe, which is not made of leather and does not cost me 2,000 euros, then I might jump on board with this. Okay, a couple of things I still want to mention. I did mention shorts just now, and I did talk about silhouettes earlier, but I didn't talk about the micro short yet. And I do think there's a specific type of micro short that's really popular right now. And also, I've seen this a lot on retail sites again, which is the frilly micro short, which has some shearing, some little lace, some details, preferably in white, black, or pastel colors. I've seen them a lot. Also, with some gingham prints or just some cute patterns. Oh, I've seen ones with little flowers on them, and they just look adorable. And I think a lot of people look adorable in them. It's just, it doesn't fit my body. If I wore those out, it would literally look like I'm wearing underpants. I actually made the mistake of buying some boxer style shorts, which were supposed to be very baggy and a little bit oversized and look really cute. But because of what I mentioned with my sort of hip thigh situation, they just bunch up and become sort of a V shape, which really just looks like underwear. They just don't flow nicely on my legs. And I feel like with these micro shorts, that's going to be even worse. So I love this on other people. I haven't seen anyone in real life wear this. And I honestly, here in the Netherlands, here, not in Amsterdam, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna see anyone with these on the streets. But if I did, I would like to give them a little compliment. I think it's really cute. Then there are two materials that I want to mention, and we're going to close the video off with that. One big trend is the sheer shoe, any type. Mesh, just perspex, other kind of sheer materials, the netting, of course. And these are really popular online. I feel like it's almost a basic to a lot of people. And I'm actually starting to see people in real life wear this as well. I've also seen a lot on retail websites. I feel like this is definitely a trend that is slowly trickling down into society. And I kind of like it. I'm sort of neutral about these. I don't think they're in any way better than a usual ballet flat. They do add a little point of interest. I don't hate them. I don't think I will buy any. I did buy some water shoes earlier this year, which is about the closest that I will get to the trend. Yeah, maybe I'll change my mind. I haven't really found a pair yet that I found cute enough. I do love a good ballet flat and a good Mary Jane. That's perfect, but I'm interested to see where this goes. If this will become sort of a classic in our closets, if we will pull them out every summer for the next 10 or 15 years, or if this is more of a micro trend that we're seeing right now. I'm interested. Now, finally, I want to talk about something that annoys me deeply, which is the raffia bag. I've been seeing thumbnails pop up where people say, these are the 10 bags you should buy for summer. And all of them are raffia. And I just don't, I can understand you wanting one raffia bag, maybe. I don't personally really like them, but I can understand. But why would you want 10? And also, can you not wear any other bag in the summer? I hate thinking about clothing only for specific seasons. I buy my stuff and wear it all year round. I just add stuff or leave stuff out depending on whether it's warmer or colder outside. I don't like seasonal closets. And I specifically don't like a bag that you can only wear in July. It's just because in August people are starting to talk about fall fashion already, and in June it's not warm enough. So it's really just July, or really just on vacation. And they're all the same. I'm getting a little bit angry about these, but they're all these tote style bags with the little emblem on them, and they're all 400 to 1,000 euros. And I just don't see the difference. The only ones that I find acceptable or would maybe even consider are the more smaller handbag type of bags where it's really just an interesting texture, but it is a normal bag. It's just not my favorite texture. I also think the same as with the polo shirts and the boat shoots, it's giving very quiet luxury to me, and I don't really care about it. But overall, there are definitely some summer trends that I'm very interested in. I'm very interested to see if I will be seeing any of these on the streets here in the Netherlands. And otherwise, I'll have to do it myself. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these trends. Let me know which ones you will be rocking, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.